Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Got him on the room. There he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Pitt Panthers offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Lost to fire on second down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got the back over the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had...
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Out of bounds at the 20, and just like that, from their own territory to the red zone. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. Looking for the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they tried the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Caught over the middle. It's Hamilton. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Just a short pass to the tight end. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. Great place to start for this offense. The run to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Pittsburgh trying to put a touchdown on the board in this red zone trip. Leaves it with the back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
They've got the screen set up. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Touchdown, Panthers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense is in the neutral zone.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Here comes the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says, thank you very much. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. With the catch, it's Sampson. And he's still running after the move. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Going right to work up top. Safe completion on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Wants to go up top. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Bringing the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. What a disappointment. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Makes the catch. It's Hamilton. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's caught. It's Terrell. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Takes the easy throw in the flat. At the 45 on his way. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, for the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Tuggle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. UCLA found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Rose Bowl. Bruins fans will enjoy this one for at least 1 week. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries it.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Pitt will have to boot this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Hand off from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Hauls it in. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Sampson. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Tuggle. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hamilton. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're going to go for it on 4th down, and remember, from this spot, they can get a 1st down without scoring a touchdown. Trying to get it to the marker. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Nice job going for it on 4th down. You pick up the 1st. You've got the ball at the 1-yard line. Let's just run the ball again right here.
NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. Calls his own number. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Works the middle. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Pitt pushing the pace. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Running into the open space. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Caught in the backfield, it's Scott. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude, like turning it on.
This time he's got it. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. The give to the tailback. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it in the middle, it's golden. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. From the gun, the ground game. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Looking for space. It's Scott. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Looking to pass. It's Bailey. The screen, and watch out. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Pick up a 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll return it from the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
There he goes. He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Plucks it out of the air. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Wolfpack line up facing third in approximately half a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. It's Tongo. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. NC State quick to the line. To the air on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Scott. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Snaps it in the shotgun. Looking to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Panthers headed quickly to the line. Rushes on him. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Brings it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Under fire. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line, but 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a 3rd down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
Under fire. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. To the air. It's Bailey. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Complete to the right. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Speeding down the left side. The 30. Running inside the 20. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, NC State! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. That score might